When I started my agency, I never thought I'd be using paid ads to get clients. I mean, I thought you needed a huge budget and you need to have a few case studies, but to me, this is the fastest and most reliable way to get new clients quickly. I want to preface this though by saying if you aren't confident with selling and you aren't confident in yourself, then this won't work. So let's get into the video. Right, so the reason it won't work if you aren't confident is because people aren't stupid. They will see right through you. In everything you do, you need to have confidence. For those who have the budget and you've gone through all the previous steps, which include making sure you have a killer offer, you have a landing page and VSL completed, and you have a grasp on sales and the fundamentals of service delivery, it's now time to start preparing to run ads. I think many people overcomplicate this process when it's your offer that's doing the talking. As media buyers and marketers, we must constantly be testing because most of the campaigns we put out will fail, which means we must always be trying different things in order to find exactly what works best and gives us the best results. When creating this program, I didn't realize just how many of you wanted to run ads for themselves. So during this training, I'll be setting up campaigns with you and giving you a bunch of examples from other agencies, including mine, that will perform very well. If you want to build a multiple 6 or 7 figure agency, the way to do it at scale is through paid advertising. The 3 most important things are your offer, copy, and also testing. Of course, testimonials and results are important, but if you don't have any, then that's okay. We can leverage our offer to overcome that. Despite what people think, Facebook ads aren't just about putting one campaign out, then leaving it and thinking, yep, I'm done now. I'm just going to wait for the leads to come in. You must be testing to figure out which will yield the best results. You're like a scientist, testing and figuring out what works, what doesn't, and why. Before running anything, you must have these things set up. First is your business manager and ad account. If you can, please verify this, and if you don't know how to, it's in phase 4 under setting up your business manager. This is extremely important to do. The next thing is to make sure you have a backup ad account created. To do this, you must spend a few dollars, which we'll go through shortly. Finally, you must have your business page created and connected, and again, it's in the same video in phase 4. There are so many ways to get inspiration, and I'm sure you've seen marketing companies' ads for different industries on your feed. So screenshot them, add them to a folder so you can see exactly what's working and what other businesses are putting out. The next thing you can do is go over to the Facebook ads library. Let me show you how to do that. There's a range of different ways to actually do this, but I've just typed in, as an example, dentist leads. So this is going to require you to actually scroll down and sort of have a look. Some won't be related, but as you can see here.
Listen up. Are you struggling to get more new patients and grow your practice? Well, watch this. Social media and Google.
So you can see there's a lot of people running ads, but you're going to just have to sift through what people are actually doing.
There's really only one number that matters if you're looking at an ROI, and that's independent of your industry. So whether you're a doctor, dentist, lawyer, chiropractor, bike shop, car wash, you name it. And that metric and measurement is called the cost per client acquisition, which is very marketee and marketing word for how much time and money did it take for you to get a sale.
So as you can see, you'll be able to scroll down and find companies, right, that are marketing to generate dentists as a lead for their agency. And this is happening in every single industry out there right now, right? So what I want you to do is, this is another great way to, do your market research, and you can kind of see when they launched. But yeah, like I said, you have to go through.
And so I thought I'd give him a shot. And within a couple weeks, I treatment planned and successfully.
See, 40 plus qualified implant leads in 30 days free, right? There would be a catch with that, but as you can see.
Hey doc, what if I told you I'll send you more dream patients and you only pay when they actually sit down in your chair? We're talking about high value patients in your area. We're looking for dental implants, clear aligners, sedation, sleep.
So you can also go have a look at what their funnel is, what their Facebook page is like, and all of that. That's just one example for dentists. You'd be able to do this for every single niche and every single industry there is. I'm not going to show you exactly, but you know, you can kind of see like straight away, look, right? You can see what I mean. And this would be in every single niche, every single industry. You'll be able to see what people are running.
Real estate agents and brokers, if you're already at 10K a month in
See what I mean? There we go. Get 15 appointments per month guaranteed, or you don't pay. So this is just another great way and another example. For you to see what other people are running and what is successful and what is not. Okay, and you'll be able to see.
As a mortgage loan officer, dealing with a huge swing.
And you'll be able to see, you know, different ads in your area. You can obviously change this up here, but yeah, I didn't want this section of the video to be too long because I want you to do this on your own. Type up real estate leads, real estate marketing leads, whatever your niche is, leads, marketing agency. You'll find a bunch of examples here. You'll be able to go down the rabbit hole and funnel hack them. You see, there are hundreds of ads from different industries you'll be able to find, model, and make better yourself. Here are mine again, so you can see. Videos are also doing very well. Take a look at this example here from a permanent makeup artist. It's UGC style format with Hormozi captions. These style of videos are working really well. Here's an example for doctors, more specifically chiropractors, surgeons, and if you just look at their simple funnel, you can see how effective it is and how easily it was built. You don't need to get fancy with this. All these ads work. I mean, they're really simple. Call out the audience it's intended for, and give them an offer that's so good that they can't refuse. So I want to take you through a bit about the process and a couple of different options we have available to us. So the first option is this. This is the most cost effective, but it will require you to manually book your appointments, which is completely fine in the beginning. So we have our ad, and then what happens is they click, they'll be directed to the lead form. Once they've submitted their name, email, phone number, and maybe a couple other customized questions, we're going to get a notification immediately via SMS and email that a new lead has come in. From here, we can call them manually. It's important you call them preferably within 1 hour or less. These leads will be cheaper and you'll be able to have a quick chat with them before booking them into your calendar for a Zoom call. So this is a method that I've used, and you know, after a client or two, you can hire an appointment setter for you to, you know, manually do the bookings for you so you can focus on closing. Remember, they will see your VSL on the back end, so between 5 to 10% of people will book a call themselves. Lead costs vary, but for a lot of service-based businesses, I've seen leads from $7 to $25 per lead. All right, so moving on to option number 2. This option is used by a lot of the big players, the big boys of their industry, no matter what service they offer or, you know, what sort of program they have. They will send all traffic to a VSL, have people book in calls. So instead of a lead form, it's going to look something like this. The ad directing them to a VSL page, which I've gone through about making and the structure of that. This does the pre-selling for them. It's why, regardless if you use this method or not, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be able to leverage the page through organic or paid methods. Anyway, it's designed so that it will pre-sell them before booking a call with you, before speaking with you. They'll book in a call, get a confirmation, and you'll close them. It's very automated. However, it will cost you between $75 and $120 per call. So you do need to have the budget. The third way is actually using ManyChat and the Messenger feature. This works well, and if you're working with the trades niche like concreters, home services, pest control, and all those people, electricians, plumbers, you would have your ad and then they'd click send a message. You can have a preset of messenger, messaging questions and a sequence of qualifying questions for them to answer. Get their contact details and then send them over to a VSL to book a call. If they don't, then you can manually call them yourselves. So those are the 3 main ways that you can get leads. For me, I use option number 1. I have done some testing with the third option using messenger targeting cleaners, plumbers with a lot of success. So I do believe if you're targeting the trades industry as a whole, it could be good for you because oftentimes they're on job sites and they can't really speak on the phone. Copywriting for your agency ads isn't something to overthink. By researching competitors, you'll see most follow a similar framework as each other. First, we have the hook. This is something like your offer, a guarantee, and it's also who your ad is targeting. Call them out. Some examples of this for real estate agents are real estate agents tired of relying on referrals or word of mouth, then go into your guarantee. Chiropractors, are you sick of having gaps in your calendar? I'm just using some of these as examples here. But if you use this, you need to call out your audience and something that they're struggling with. This is extremely important because these two lines here are the most important out of all the ad copy. You must make them want to click the see more button, so really work on this. Could also be real estate agents above 150K per year in GCI. This is calling out real estate agents making more than 150K in gross commission income, which is my demographic, for example. So the next piece of copy is the pain. So call out the pains they might be struggling with. Most commonly, you'll see people using third-party sites like HomeAdvisor, Angie's List, directories, and all that. You can also call out outdated lead gen methods like door knocking, cold calling to save them time, or whatever it is that they do, word of mouth or relying on referrals, which lacks consistency. From here, we want to go into our offer and the benefits of our solution, the solution to the problems. You can use the tick emojis or, keep it real short and simple, kind of like a comparison. Emojis are great. The main ones I use are the ones that are pointing, the ticks, the crosses. Just don't overdo it. This is why phase one's market research is so important, because we're going to use all that information we've collected as leverage in our ads. We've got to call them out, talk about their pains that they're facing, the challenges in the industry, and then we can offer a simple solution, and that's it. Literally, that's all we're doing. You can test long and short form, both work. It's just something that I can't say which will work better or not for you. Each industry is different, so it requires you to test ideas, be creative with it, try to stand out, because even the weirdest things work, and also sometimes the uglier the creatives perform better. Now, when you're testing, a good starting budget is at least $10 per day. However, I want to see things happen quicker, so I bump it up to $20 to $25 per day. So realistically, I could and probably should be getting leads within the first 48 hours. I like to hit the ground running, but if you are new to this, then maybe just start smaller. What I'm going to actually do is jump into my computer and take you through how to set this all up for yourself. What we're going to do now is create a test campaign. So we're going to click create. We're going to choose leads. Now, this format is the new ads manager. Some of you may have the update, others may not, but it'll be the same process that you use. Now, we're going to come down and name our campaign. For this video, I'm not going to worry about actually naming it correctly. We're just going to do some testing here, and I'm just going to go through. Okay, we're going to click continue. Now, there are a few things that have changed. For real estate, we're always going to need to click the housing category. Go through this, but most of you guys won't need to worry about it. It just limits our ability to target. Now, we're also going to need to select the country. This is very new. This is new, this section. So for the housing, you will need to select the country that you want to run the ads from. And look, if you've created the ad account in the US, then you won't need to select it. It will automatically go to the US. You may just need to click here, and that's that. So let me do Australia. Yeah, we're going to go down, and we don't have to worry about these. We're going to click next. Okay. From here, we're going to click instant forms. We don't need to worry about anything else. You're going to select the page that you want to run your ads from. And then we'll be able to set the daily budget. So I'm just going to leave mine at $20 since this is just a test. All right, so now we're going to choose our location, and obviously it's with a 15-mile radius. This isn't going to be able to be changed. Now, just a side note, since I am running everything, this is just a real estate specific example with the housing category on. it has limited me. I got no options to target. So if you do any other trades, dentists, chiropractors, whatever it is, you will have the possibility to target smaller areas. So please just keep that in mind, okay? You'll be able to go down to, I believe, 2 miles is the minimum. But for this, I'm just doing it inside the category, so I won't be able to. So what I'm going to do is, even if I drop a pin, like you'll see, it won't let me. But what I can do is just type in the cities that I want my ads to be running to. Perth. Oh, that's in Canada, not in Australia. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to use those as an example here. Like I said, I can't change any targeting. You will be able to, so, you know, feel free to change the ages. I tend to keep the demographics open. I would do a split test to see which one performs better, but most of the time when I've done this, the open targeting works better. I will always do manual placements. You can do Advantage. It used to be called automatic, and it will just have everything selected. Whereas for me, I'm just doing feeds, stories, apps and sites. You don't even need this one. You can choose what you decide. It's not like a deal breaker. So test both if you wish. Next. All right, so this is nothing to worry about. It will be fixed in a moment. So we're going to connect our Instagram. I don't have an Agency Academy Instagram, so let's just pretend that's connected. We're going to use a single image or video. You can do carousel as well. Now, the other update, we can have different versions and 5 different variations to see which one performs better. Now, I typically leave it as 1 just because obviously you will need the budget. If you have a higher budget, then feel free, by all means, you can test, because it will kind of put money on the different variations and see which one performs the best. But for this purpose and for simplicity, I'm just going to do 1. So we're going to add image. I've already uploaded it, but you'll be able to upload it from your computer. Next. Done. Okay, so now we've got our primary text. So you want to have this in a Word document that you can just copy and simply just copy and paste for yourself. Okay, that's it. All right, now, looking good. What I might do is this, just so you can see. Yeah, like I said, the first 2 lines are incredibly important. This is just an old version, so yeah, please keep that in mind as well. I have changed a few things since, but this, you know, flow still does work. All right, so headline, we've got obviously our headline and primary text there. This is where we can go 10 guaranteed leads, and that's what it will be there. And you don't want it to, you want it to be clean, you want it to be neat. Let's see if I can add an emoji here. Yep, that will work. Now you can choose your button, learn more, create new lead form. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to call it test form. Okay, we're going to go more volume. You can choose higher intent, but basically what that means is they will have to manually review and slide to submit. I typically will do more volume. All right, introduction, we're going to use the same image. We're going to enter our headline. Okay, so what we can do is and this is completely up to you what you actually put. And you can do a list or you can do a paragraph. Questions. We want to get their name, email, and phone number. Now you will need to do this. This doesn't matter too much. I typically just say we'll call you within 24 hours. Privacy policy. Now, if you don't have a privacy policy, just add your website link or Facebook page link. And then, thanks, you're all set. We will call you within 24 hours. They can view the website, put your website link here, your VSL, just like I have, and then we click publish. Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run an ad. So this is what they're going to see. They're going to submit their details, and then you just click publish. And you'll get approved. You'll go through a review process. Typically takes between 12 and 24 hours if you're brand new and you haven't run ads. Sometimes it can take 48 hours. Now, if it does take longer and if it's in review, I would turn it off and then turn it back on again. And then it should go into a review process and be live within that 12 to 24 hour period. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to run paid ads for your agency. Another important thing to remember before you do this and start spending money, a big disclaimer, Facebook is going through a massive banning period right now. So please run a page like campaign, $2 to $3 per day for 1 to 2 weeks. I'll see you in the next video.